طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله.
الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه ومن والاه وبعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الحديث حديث محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أيها الأخوة الكرام وأخوات السيدات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the Imam, mashallah, and preserve him and help him in this arduous responsibility, especially in this age when the Muslims themselves, they are not cooperative and they are half asleep. This is a difficult job to lead people who are half asleep and people who themselves, it's very difficult. May Allah preserve your Shaykh, inshallah. I'd like to make just a small correction. I'm not an Imam, except when the people, they ask me to do that. When the Muslims, they don't have the people who are the most qualified, then sometimes they call upon people who are less qualified, and that might be myself. And as for the knowledge, mashallah, the Shaykh is an alim, graduate of Azhar, mashallah. Then if he's a student, I'm a student of a student of a student. So I just want to get the record straight here, inshallah. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I came here to give two kinds of nasiha. And both of them will be short, because I'm remembering an athar of Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu. He said, خير الكلام ما قل ودل. The best speech is the one which is a short, concise, but pregnant with dalil. So the first advice I want to say, and in most of the masajids around the world, I have heard in over 67 countries, wherever Muslims they are, the Imam, before he comes down from the minbar to lead the prayer, he will say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. He will say, Inna Allah ya'muru bil adl wal ihsan wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi. Subhanallah. It seems as if because the Imam is coming down from the minbar and the Muslims they are ready to pray, they are not listening to that ayah. Because if they were listening to this ayah, whatever he said previously, this ayah puts it into context. It puts the ibadah into context. It puts the reading of Quran into context. It puts the following of the Prophet ﷺ into context. And you must understand Islam and all of its ibadat and all of its amal. You have to put it into context. Otherwise, you're doing something, it's out of context, which means you will not get the benefit. It's like planting in the winter. You are planting, it's a good deed, but it is out of what? It is out of context. It is out of season. You will not get the yield. And that's why Muslim trees not yielding well, because we are putting Islam out of context. Let me explain my words, and Allah is the best knower. I'm only a new Muslim. I'm not a young Muslim, but a new Muslim. I'm from the Muslim Judud. Those who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He saw fit and selected them and guided them to this deen. And I'm grateful of that. And I'm honored to be in one of the masajids of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the buildings, the places which is waqf for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm honored to be here, to be able to speak to the Muslims when there was a time when if you knew me, you would want to see me. Because I come from the people of Abu Dhar, radiallahu anhu, when before he was Muslim. Those who understand the seerah, you got an idea what I mean. So brothers, this is America, and we are Muslims, and the society which we must be the most concerned about is America. the boat that we are in. And our Prophet ﷺ, he told us, he gave us a tamthil about a group of people who got on a boat. Some went on the upper deck and others went on the bottom deck. And the ones who went on the bottom deck, they got jealous because the water is on the top deck. They said, we're not going up there to get water. We drill a hole in the bottom of the boat and get our own water. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, if the people in the top deck allow those people in the bottom of the boat to drill a hole there, they will all drown. We Muslims, we in the top deck of America because we don't drink, we don't drug, we don't dance and sing, we don't deal with the khamr, we don't deal with the maisa, we don't deal with the fawahish, we don't deal with the riba. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we're making ibadah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, kuntum khayra, we are on the top of the boat. But there are people drilling holes in the bottom of the boat. The dog lovers, the homosexuals and the lesbians and the bankers and these kinds of people drilling holes in the bottom of the boat. And this is my country and I'm a Muslim and I have to be conscious of that, and Allah is going to call us account for that on the day of judgment. So when you are thinking about the ibadah tomorrow on the Eid, when you are waving your hands and putting on your beautiful clothes, think about what have you given back to this country? Who gave you freedom? Who gave you liberty? Who gave you empowerment? What did you give back? If all the Muslims today in 2011, if some crazy person occupied the White House or the Black House, whichever house it may be, if some crazy person occupied the White House, maybe the Muslims will be put out of this country. But you know the saddest and most tragic thing? Nobody will miss us because we didn't build nothing except masjids. Subhanallah, Kuffar is building bridges and tunnels and buildings all over the Muslim world. But we build nothing except masjids. And we gather and stand only in the masjid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الَّذِينَ يُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِهِ صَفًّا كَأَنَّهُمْ بُنْيَانٌ مَرْصُوصٌ. So what kind of lines are we talking about? Just the masjid? Where's the lines outside? Where are the neighborhoods outside? Where are the communities outside? Where's the industry outside? Where's the universities outside? Where are the resources outside? Where are the Muslims lined up? Muslims are lined up according to ethnicity. Muslims are lined up according to color. Muslims are lined up according to culture. Muslims are lined up in all kinds of ways, but they're not lined up as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them to line up. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Al-Muslimu ala al-Muslim aw mu'minu ala al-Mu'min kal-bunyan. Ay shay, which? No, which is mu'minu aw Muslim? Al-Mu'minu lil-Mu'min kal-bunyan. يشده بعضه بعضا, and he put his fingers together. So where are Muslims implementing that? I don't have to tell you, I'm new here, meaning to this masjid and to this place. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. But we need to ask ourselves tomorrow at the Eid, look to your left and look to your right. Who is your brother to the far right? Who is your brother to the far left? Is he Arab? Is he Pakistani? Is he Bangladeshi? Is he Gambian? Is he Somalian? Is he this? Is he that? It doesn't matter. Ask yourself this question. When is the last time on a Jum'ah prayer that after the prayer is over, before you go outside and you stand with the people of your tongue or the people of your culture, when is the last time you look for somebody who's from the other side of the world and take him by the hand and say, brother, come to my house and eat lunch with me? When's the last time? When's the last time you asked, when's the last time some brother from the Arab world went to a brother from the African world and said, brother, you are a good brother, you are known for your good habits, come, I have a daughter, I'd like you to marry her. When's the last time? You have to ask yourself this question, because this is brotherhood which was displayed by the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Me, I want to end this nasiha there because I understand when the kitchen starts to get hot, people start to want to move out. So I'll leave it there. You have more of the Quran than me. You have more of the Sunnah than me. So you can fill in the gaps and you can connect the dots on your own.
وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع.